Welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles' Live. Welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles' Live. And today we're going to talk about upgrading your life, man. Man, I had to upgrade my life. I ain't going to lie to y'all guys, man. A lot of times, man, we don't look at situations for what they are. We stay in situations that we're tired of, we're fed up with. And what do I mean by that? I remember upgrading my life to a point where I just had to change some of the people I dealt with in the past. No issues or hate towards them, anything. But I had to move forward. Why did I do that? Because I start to see, I guess, other issues that weren't necessarily my issues. I will say that. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's all my fault. It's not all my fault. So, things I did to upgrade my life, I started to make my circle smaller. That really helps. And the reason for that, some people just like drama, man. I seen that with people. Some people just all they feed into is drama, and and like literally, I remember one of my friends at the time, and I'm not gonna say like a person, but just I'll give an example. I remember just being like dreading wanting to talk on the phone with some people and like them sucking the life force literally out of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely believe people can be energy vampires because we definitely are energy beings. And I was just like, this is not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Every time I talk to you, you just complain. My life miserable. I feel bad and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, why do I need to hear this? Why can't we just talk about it's a beautiful day? You know what I'm saying? Things gonna get better for you. You know what I'm saying? And try to find positivity. You know what I'm saying? All that negativity I don't need. Don't bring that to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I guess I am an empath, so I tend to bring people like that sometimes. But keep that stanky foul energy away, man. I get it. Sometimes we have our days. Don't get me wrong, but every time I talk to you, this is all you want to talk about. So some people I had to remove because of that energy. I believe that energy can travel with you because I had an experience about that. So I might talk about that in the video too, guys, because that is something that I never want to experience again. Luckily, I figured it out. But yeah, some people's energy, I don't need to hear all this toxicness about your life. And you not changing it. That's not making it better. That was the number one upgrade. Number two, some people have done shady things in my life. You know what I'm saying? And once you do certain shady things, there's no coming back from it. I don't care how it is. You know what I'm saying? Certain lines you cross, you just had to go. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I don't hate the people or anything for that situation, for certain situations, but once you cross certain lines, you have to go. So that was some other things that I had to do. Also, I had to be more willing to, like, when I let certain people go, I had to learn how to just spend time with myself, work on myself as a person. Because look, I'm a piece of work. We're all pieces of arts. If you look at it, we're all works of art. But I had to work on myself as a person. What do I want to change about myself? Do I want to have more pleasant experiences with people? I absolutely do. I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, I never want that ever. I don't want it. I do want it. You know what I'm saying? So I started to work on myself more. I guess people will say I'm self-absorbed. But it worked out for me. I just started to call people less, man. And it wasn't because I didn't have any issues with them. I had my own issues I had to figure out about myself. Life is a discovery path. We all need to be discovering what we need to be changing about ourselves, whether it be our funky attitude, how we treat people, how we lie to people. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say to myself certain things I didn't like about myself. And that's something I had to do to upgrade my life. That's something we all have to work on certain things, because I'm sure it's something that we all can improve on. Literally saying to myself. The other thing is that what I did actually that to upgrade my life, literally I said to myself, I had to understand that some situations it wasn't necessarily my fault. Even though people label me the victim in not the victim, excuse me, the villain in their stories, because everybody's story, you're not gonna be the good guy in their story. I had to understand that. And I know that for a fact because one of the people that I briefly dated at the time, boy, she painted me the villain. She painted me the villain in all the story. Like I came and villainized, like I was the main villain. I was like, all right, cool. I'll be that way. You know what I'm saying? You want to depict me that way in your perception? Great. I'll be the villain. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You the villain in my story. So, but that was something that I had to understand. Difference of perspective. And that's totally fine. If you want me to be the villain in your story, cool. I didn't ruin your life. You made me lose people that were close to me due to certain situations that you presented. That was the other thing. Also, just learning more about things that, like I said, just having a better understanding of who am I? Excuse me, as a person. Because like I said, everyone has a different perception of who you should be at the end of the day. I don't care if it's friends, family, co-workers. Some people, we all have a perception of who somebody should be. But is this who I really am? You know what I'm saying? So that was a life-changing moment. Had to ask myself, who am I? Who am I? Not what other people want me to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I could be a respectable person. Yes, I could be an honorable person. Yes, I can be a determined person. Yes, I could be a person that with a good heart. But what are other things that are areas that I need to work on myself to my authentic self? You know what I'm saying? Being authentic, true to myself. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's, I'm not going to say completely rebellious, but just a little. You're not the same as everyone else. So that's the other thing I had to ask myself. Also, just knowing when to spend time with myself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes as human beings, we spend too much time with other people and we don't spend enough time with ourselves. Just a moment of just silence, just no talking, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like to have my silence, just quietness. Just, don't say nothing. But guys, this is my video on how I upgraded my life. You tell me in the comments, how did you upgrade your life? What are some of the things you went through? What's some of the changes you went through? All that stuff in the comments, guys. Your boy, Professor Charles S. live in moments. Have a great day, guys. I'm out.